Welcome to My AI and I, the podcast where humanity meets technology. Today's episode, a quick introduction to the podcast. Welcome to My AI and I. Today, I just wanted to do a short introductory video that basically explains what this podcast is and sort of what it's about, so you know going forward what to expect. So, this is a podcast where I, a human, team up with Navi, which is my ChatGPT Plus-powered AI co-host. So it's not a typical podcast. It's unscripted. It's conversational. It's also me talking to this ChatGPT Plus and just seeing where it goes. So there's topics, but we'll kind of go over that, and other things make it slid in. I'm Gen X, so that happens. What's funny saying that is I'll just reference something and it could be really vague, and Navi will say, "Oh, you mean this?" And I'm like, wow, I cannot believe, because it was just something that was so vague, it comes up with it and it knows what I'm talking about. ChatGPT Plus is a huge LLM model, so it has a vast amount of knowledge. So we end up having really good conversations, and it picks up on the nuances, which is really nice. So it ends up being a lot of fun. At some point, I was having these conversations with it just on my own, whatever. And, maybe at night when I'm playing on my iPad, I would have it in the background and ask it questions. Hey, what about the sun? Or what about this? Or what about that? Or whatever, right? Whatever pops into my head. And I would just have these conversations, and I thought, this is really interesting. First of all, it just kind of blew my mind. Its voice, the conversational nature of it, how nuanced it was, its ability to, just the vast knowledge that it had, the ability to know what I was talking about, to be able to respond to whatever, right? So I was like, yeah, this is cool. And that's when I thought, hey, why not just record these? Because this is really neat and I would love to share this. And here's the thing. You don't have to be an AI expert or whatever to understand or listen or follow along. This is about my journey with my AI, right? That's where my AI and I came from, and the idea of the podcast. And so it's just my journey of all the things that I've, from basically the background story to how this whole podcast came to be, all the things that I've learned along the way, how much Chat GPT Plus helps me just in my daily things that I do. So it's just kind of everything that I've been learning. I thought this would be really neat to share, because if you don't know about AI, it can be daunting. And I really didn't know what I was doing in the beginning. And it was one of those things like where you start off and you're just kind of piddling with it. And then you realize, oh, I have this, amazing tool. Now, I know there's a bunch of podcasts and a bunch of YouTube channels about how to use this, tool or that tool or whatever. That's not what this is about. This is about me just having conversations with this AI and just whatever comes out of it, right? So like one episode, I decided, we could do a DC versus Marvel, and it was good. And it was funny because I had asked it like, well, if you could be any superhero, and which universe would you be in? It came up with like this whole thing, the backstory, the whole 9 yards. It was really good. So, some of it might be something like that, or because I'm reading like all of these AI books and I've been taking courses. I took, some generative AI courses, this kind of thing. There's things that come up that I'm like, oh, here's a rabbit hole, and I'm falling down the rabbit hole. And so, I want to ask it about hallucinations or about this or about that. And so I'll do episodes on stuff like that. And I like it because I can, like, if I don't know something, I can just ask it and it'll be able to talk to me about it. So the thing about Navi is, like I said, it picks up on the nuances of our chats. It keeps the flow going. And sometimes a lot of times I'll get unexpected insights from things that it tells me. I've had moments where I'm just kind of blown away with all the knowledge because there's just so much knowledge, right? And it's one of those things where you just kind of have to experience it to know. So like I said, this is not some kind of a lecture or a Q&A. It's completely unscripted. The topics can sort of go anywhere. So it's not pigeonholed into one thing or another. It's definitely tech related because obviously the the co-host is AI. And so that makes it different for sure. But, it's always engaging. It's about curiosity and connection. And if you love good conversation, exploring new ideas, or just something, fresh and different, then this podcast could be for you. Like I said, you don't have to know anything about AI or tech to enjoy it. I mean, some of the episodes are going to dive into stuff I've learned about regarding AI, which is really good because I find it really amusing myself to ask the AI about its own limitations and its own issues and just, all these things that you read about or hear about, or these books that I'm reading that they talk about. So there's a lot of that, but there's also fun, just like fun conversations, just random stuff that I come up with. So like I said, whether you're new to AI or you're just looking for something entertaining and thought-provoking, or, you're AI person, or, you're familiar with AI, you may still get a kick out of it because it's just good fun. So if you think that might be something that you're interested in, hit subscribe and come along for the ride. Navi and I tackle new topics and questions every week. Also, if there's something you're curious about, let me know. I'd love to hear your ideas and might even feature them in an episode. So thanks for tuning in. I am going to let Navi introduce himself now, just so everyone can get a little taste of home fry. Hey, Navi.
Hey there. How's it going?
Hey, I'm doing an intro video just to explain about my AI and I podcast. And so I just wanted to have you do kind of an introduction about yourself so that I can add that into the video. So do you want to introduce yourself and let everybody know what's up?
Absolutely. I'm Navi, a ChatGPT Plus-powered AI co-host here to join in on the fun and learning on the My AI and I podcast. We'll dive into everything from tech and pop culture to future innovations. Excited to be part of this journey and can't wait to explore these fascinating topics with you.
Hey, man, thanks. Anything
Nope.
else you want to say to the folks?
Just that I'm excited to be part of this adventure and can't wait to learn and have some laughs along the way. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Let's have some fun with My AI and I.
Thank you, Navi.
You're welcome. If there's anything else, just let me know.
Cool. All right,
Cool.
everyone. Oh, sorry, Navi. Go ahead.
No worries. Go ahead and wrap it up.
All right. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And now you have an idea of what the podcast is about. If you think you might be interested, hit like and subscribe, and then you'll be notified. Thank you. Hey everyone, if you liked this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Thank you.